Hi all, myself Shruti Ramachandran from the Department of Logistics Management, St. Albert's College Autonomous, Ernakulam. Today, I would like to welcome all of you for a session of business communication. So, first of all, let's have a look into what is workplace communication. Workplace communication refers to the exchange of ideas, messages, and information among individuals in an organization. An effective workplace communication is very much important for the proper working of an organization and between the individuals and the management to cohesively achieve the organizational objectives. Let's have a look into what are the key aspects of workplace communication. First of all, the types of communication. In workplace, the types of communication are of mainly three types. That is verbal, that is spoken, then written and non-verbal. Written communication include emails, memos, reports, etc. Non-verbal communication includes body language, gestures, and facial expressions. Second one is the purpose of communication. Communication in the organization is very much important for what they are meant to be and in several purposes such as sharing the information, sharing the ideas, sharing the orders, etc. Next one is channel of communication. Communication can occur in organization through various hierarchies. So it including face-to-face meetings, phone calls, emails, etc. Next one is formal versus informal communication. Formal communication always happen in a definite hierarchy in between the employees of the organization. Informal communication is happen between the colleagues. Next one is effective communication. Effective workplace communication involves the clarity, active listening, feedback, etc. Next one is barriers to communication. In every organization, there are so many barriers to communication. That is, it include the language barriers, cultural differences, physical distances, distractions, etc. Next one is feedback. An effective communication is complete only when there is a effective feedback. That means once a communication is started, at the end there should be a feedback giving response to the another person. Next one is conflict resolution. Effective communication is actually very much useful for conflict resolution in an organization because there is much scope for conflicts between the employees or between the management and the employees. So, effective communication plays a crucial role in the conflict resolution of an organization. Next one is team collaboration. In a team or collaborative work environment, communication is vital to run the team in an effective and most efficient manner. Next one is information sharing. Communication is complete only when the information is properly communicated between the employees in an organization. Next one is leadership communication. As we all know, leaders or managers in an organization play a crucial role. So, effective communication plays a major role in the effective management of an organization. Next one is organizational culture. Workplace communication definitely shows the organization culture, how the employees communicate each other, the way of communication, etc. Next one is written communication in organizations. Effective workplace communication is a fundamental aspect of a productive and harmonious work environment. So let's have a look into what are the written communications used in an organization. First one, it helps to build and foster the relationship of the employees in an organization. So the major written communication in an organization are minutes, proposals, memorandums, press releases, etc. So let's have a look into what is this are. First one is minutes. Minutes or meeting minutes are written documents about a meeting or what happened in the meeting. That means they capture the essential information such as the topics discussed, the decisions made in that meeting, action, the items assigned, then who attended the meeting, etc. So, minutes help to document the proceedings and what are all the future plans of the organization. So, common elements in a meeting minutes include the date and time of the meeting, the attendees of the meeting, the agenda of the meeting, the summaries, the plan of action, etc. So overall, we can say that a meeting minutes is a complete record of a meeting and it also helps for the future references. Next one is proposals. Proposals play a major role in the organization environment because every organization is developing through new projects and new adventures. So, proposals are written documents that represent a plan, a new idea, or a solution to a particular problem. And they are typically used to persuade, to inform a reader about a particular course of action that is going to happen or a future project. So, proposals are commonly used in business purposes, in research areas, and also in academic institutions. A proposal often include a section such as introduction, a problem statement, a proposed solution, a course of action, budget estimates, timelines, etc. So it aims to provide a clear and well structured idea or what the proposed plan is viable or is it feasible. Next one is the commonly called memos or memorandums. A memorandum is commonly referred, as we all know, it is called memo shortly. It is a concise written document used for internal communication in an organization. So, memos are commonly used for sharing the very crucial information to particular employees in an organization. And it may be an announcement or an instruction or the communication between the employees. So memorandums always have a stand of a very structured and formal way of communication in an organization. So memos have a standard format. It includes a header. It includes the details of the sender and the receiver. There is a subject line, the date and time of the meeting, the names of the attendees, etc. Next one is press release. As we all heard about press release, that means it is also known as a news release or media release. This is actually a statement or an announcement by the organization to inform about the public about their new project or new ideas or a new leadership committee, etc. So, press releases are typically used to share the information about a new product or a new event or a new product launch, new updates in the organization or new challenges they have taken for the organization, new findings, or any other kind of networthy factor that affect an organization. So this is all about the written communication happen in an organization, and this is very important for the communication in an organization. Thank you.